What do you want to eat?
Sushi.
Growing up, what would be the one fascinating thing you hear about Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings?
To be president, they say he gets some coffin before the bed under. So the time he left the power top, we could go the place, we could go see things.
Things if you know, the emergency.
Exactly. You go see some baye things. So that's why you go build a Flagstaff. So
yes, you're welcome to Kasa TV. My name is Mr. Jibro. This is the social news on Kasa TV. Subscribe to this channel by clicking the button below. Follow us on Instagram at Kasa TV. Now, the president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has announced a 7-day nationwide mourning for late President, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. He passed on at the early hours of Thursday, 12th of November 2020. I know this is very sad. A lot of issues are coming up. But hey, we have to keep you updated. So I'm going to go on the streets of Accra and get some few people to ask them what are the fascinating moments. Growing up, what have they heard about Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings? Stay tuned. I'll bring you more. Yes, you're welcome back. What's the name?
Philip Boateng.
Philip Boateng.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard a lot of stories about former President Jerry John Rawlings.
Most definitely.
What's the one fascinating thing you've heard about him?
For me, the one thing I heard which really got me intrigued was had to do with issues of sports, and this very one happened in Kumasi.
Okay.
It was in 1982 where Asante Kotoko had reached the African Cup, now the Champions League finals, and during the first leg they met Al-Ali, and then they lost in Cairo by 3-0. And so they were going to play the return match in Kumasi. And according to sources, they had gone to seek some sort of help.
Like spiritual?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the instruction was that they shouldn't let any official, aside players of the two teams, step foot onto the pitch. However, they had invited then head of state Jerry John Rawlings
to come.
Yes.
To witness the football match.
As the guest of honor.
Okay.
And then the notion was that he was going to be in the stands.
Okay.
However, when he was coming, unfortunately, and we all knew his zeal and then his passion for the game, he came in an helicopter.
With the mentality that he was supposed to come with a car?
Yes.
Okay.
He came in an helicopter, and then, according to those who witnessed it, or what they say, he didn't even wait for the chopper to land. He jumped out of it. And then to the despair of those who had gone to seek powers, they knew that no. Yes. their charm wasn't going to work. And then, unfortunately, they drew 1-1.
Okay.
And so they lost that game. In 1983, too, they played in the finals. And then, yes, they had gone to play the first leg in a different country, and then the second leg was supposed to take place in Kumasi. Okay. Guess what? They didn't invite Jerry John Rawlings.
So it is because he accidentally came to probably spoil the charm or whatsoever.
Yes.
They didn't invite him.
They didn't invite him. And then guess what? They won.
Okay.
And so for me, that comes forth as something which is very fascinating. Because if you are playing a game of football, you shouldn't dwell on some of these things. But then for a team to lose a cup tie, and then decide that no, guess what, we are not going to invite you. For me, I think that's
fascinating. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes. Welcome, bro.
Bro, what's up?
Charlie, I do.
I'm sure growing up you've heard a lot of stories about Jerry John Rawlings.
Oh, I hear some one B.
What's the one fascinating thing you've heard of him?
A certain day, my dad told me something about Rawlings.
Okay.
I mean, it was more like he was known to be one of the greatest military pilots to ever exist in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, I think, what I heard about
so that's
him.
that's one of the fascinating things that one of the greatest pilots in Ghana.
I mean, he's a military guy. I like military guys. So.
Okay, so you like military guys.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say after hearing his sudden demise?
Oh, it's very sad. It's very sad. I mean, you get to know one person now and tomorrow they are just gone. Yeah, it's hard to accept, but what to go do?
Well, may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Charlie.
Thank you very much. Big man, thank you for coming on my show. Okay. What's the name?
Kojo Puku.
Kojo Puku.
Yes.
I'm sure growing up, you've heard a lot of stories about Flight Lieutenant John Rawlings. What's the one fascinating thing you've heard about him?
One fascinating thing about him, I remember growing up in Techiman.
Okay.
They told me one day he beat up a contractor.
Oh.
He said he gave the contract to that contractor to build, I think, a post office, a story building. But on the day of commissioning,
he came and it wasn't
what he expected. Like the contractor thought he has forgotten. For president, there are a lot of projects and he has forgotten. So when he came, he said, I remember this building, this project.
It was something
I cut sword for this project. It was supposed to be a story building. What am I seeing? Where's the contractor? Then the contractor also showed up.
Yeah.
He said, "Now, the rest is history." The rest is history.
Yeah, so in this, you would say that the late Flight Lieutenant Rawlings was a very disciplined man.
He was a very disciplined man. And one thing to have learned from him is that he don't like hypocrisy.
Okay.
Like if you say two, it's
true. It shouldn't be one again.
Yes, it shouldn't be one again. Or like, oh, this thing is like it's white or is yellow or something. No. If it's white, it's white.
Okay.
If he says do that and you do this, Charlie, it can end in tears for you.
Yeah,
Ubesuza.
You've lost a legend. In summary, how did you feel when you heard the news?
I didn't believe it in the first place. Yes, I didn't believe it. But when the news started coming in, and then I saw, I said, okay, then this thing, because he wasn't someone I suspected to be ill or something like that. He was very strong.
Very strong, yeah.
Because I remember about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they just buried his
mom.
Yes, his mom. So he was just feeling very strong. So all of a sudden, hearing a news like that,
it's shocking.
It was very shocking. I didn't believe it upon hearing it.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll... Chairman, everything good?
Everything nice.
I don't say growing up, you hear a lot of stories about Flight Lieutenant John Rawlings. What be the one fascinating thing you hear about him?
The one I hear be say, let them say them they go Koforidua, go commission some building B. So them they go them catch around a breeder. Not initially I say the people wait them for joining convoy. The cars for be like 10 pair. Plus ambulance and police kinds all for be 10.
Yeah. So the convoy for be like 10.
For be like 10. 10 cars make them go.
Yeah.
But as them reach a breeder, see the entire a breed road, they should do them. If you after a breed, see some narrow road be there to Koforidua there.
Yeah, see that
then they don't do them.
Okay.
So as they go, where is spy inside, mirror inside? See say the people where them get part of the convoy, plenty cars. Where old man boss say why plenty people there the convoy inside? No, it won't just 10 people. Where be protocol officer? The protocol officer, how many people where
they for follow
you? What the man J the list where he mention say them for be 10. Okay, so it's okay no yawa. So then they go where they catch where this is not them do some small ditch be there the road there.
So it be like narrow
road.
Okay.
Where
so one, you don't go one. You don't be in and out.
Yes,
so
just one. Now road where the road too no good already. Where you say it talk the driver say make him park the car. Where stop, where everybody stop. Where man come out plus in person. So either the protocol officer they do roll call.
For the
road top.
If he bab you,
say if them catch you there, what be your name? Okay, I'm Jibril. Okay, you are to join the convoy. You there inside, you be safe. But if them catch you there where you no be part, they say, hey, come on, return.
Now how you go return?
How you return? You go be the water give you. So plenty cars them for return.
Yeah.
I say that the minister sentence when they follow Rawlings sentence, like them ball where even them drivers have they sack them drivers because now that day that part before you go do reverse and go back
maybe wahala.
So if you no be good driver
you no go fit do that reverse. So in all it's check like now it is as well they test the drivers abilities and how they go free handle
and
situations.
Things where I hear say into we say why them be plenty so the plenty no be in matter but in matter be say you say you go commission something for Koforidua. You people you they use waste government in fuel and things. What will happen if you stay back at Accra? Make these 10 people go do the job and come back.
Okay. So in all, you say Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. How would you describe him?
Oh, he be top man. Me as I grow up, honestly, I never thought say the man could die. Honestly, because the stories where they hear, they say, that another day second day. Now do a gender park. They do 6 match. Sometimes they come there.
Okay.
One time the man come. We might meet them my school classmates. We be small boys. We go there. 6 match there. I be in we go see what they go on. We see the man. Aspire am te. Where them say the man take plane pass under some bridge.
So you imagine.
Where he feel lash soldier people and things. I say, hey, this man they no go fit die. Me I never thought say the man
so
go
the
die.
Bible say you don't go die.
You no go die. Me I never thought say the man go die. Honestly, as I grow up, until like my eye can't believe where I'm going to say, human being go fit happen.
So now you think say get some spiritual power.
Some powerful man be where nothing go fit break him down.
Charlie, we lose one legend.
For rest in peace. He had his flaws,
Charlie.
but Charlie he did plenty things
that we can actually stand and say why are there.
Of course, every human being you get your negative and positive. But in positive, once it outweighs the negative, we give glory to God and he should rest in peace.
Sharp man, brother man.
Bless up.
Hi, what's the name?
Okay, I'm Acoustia.
I'm sure growing up you've heard a lot of stories about His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings.
Yes, I have.
What's the one fascinating thing you've heard about him?
Okay, so growing up, I heard the one about the Rawlings chain, how the name came about. I was told at a point there was severe hunger in the country or so, and then people became malnourished and very lean that they decided to name their collarbone Rawlings chain.
Okay.
Yes, but as to why the severe hunger thing all came about, that one I don't know. But that's the only fascinating thing I can remember when it comes to him.
We've lost a legend. When you heard the news, what was the reaction?
I was shocked, and it was kind of sad because seeing him around, everybody likes him. Majority
People
like him, and then always strong and all that, and
Trying
then
to show
to hear,
something.
yes, we didn't hear about him getting sick or anything. We just heard he passed away.
on.
So it was kind of shocking for me.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jabako. Be the one fascinating thing you hear about ex-president Rawlings.
I mean, growing up, I heard that man was so interesting, and I grew to, in fact, acknowledge his charisma. And one interesting thing I heard about him that fascinated me is his ability to fly a jet under the Adome Bridge. And I think that when I first visited the Adome Bridge and I look at the space,
The level
gap
between the water
level and the bridge, I was wondering, gee, this man must be a real gem. And I also heard that he taught his daughter, Zanato, how to fly a jet. You understand? Yeah, and she actually confirmed that. So that made me actually believe that man actually flew the jets under the Adome Bridge. I even hear it was like one hand, like that kind of thing.
As in like, what you're serving?
We were just 7 were there and he was going. Charlie, that guy was very serious. Yeah. I mean, his death is actually a shock to everybody.
Yeah,
I never thought he could die. We view him as an idol, like we idolize his personality.
Is it because people have said that because of the way he is, he will never die?
He exudes so much confidence, so much charisma. You don't even look at him and think he's old, even though he was that old, about 70. But he has so much energy within him. You look at him and you see the power, the flair, the confidence.
Yeah, man.
I mean, may he rest in peace.
Amen. Big man, thank you. What to say?
Oh, you remember where?
Yeah, first thing.
Oh, object.
Object.
Yeah.
That's. Minim say only in what's insane baby about Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings.
Oh, yeah.
And Diana, what's it? And I say one about Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings.
I think in 90s, 95 around, fuel price cost. And now we are talking a lot of blah.
For say doors, okay.
And so now some of the areas in the Bioma still they were using the increment of the price in still.
As in yes. Or man reduce to say president so reducing. Okay.
And see now not knowing say now oil investigation. Into one day of a flight helicopter. That time me sir. Me was school helicopter na pa.
Okay.
Balande. Oba na now because you was some rinti your headmasters approach
helicopter.
Because they want to know the actual
NTR.
person. Every day you share there will be a salute. No, every day will be a German latte.
Latte.
Yeah, because me just no fee.
Military man aba.
Ofi pray we see. No but you for say nipa ni bi wo man ni mo say otwe so.
Okay.
Because on when ya ayem sese na what fuel so still I bi mo omonte. Nti wa ba say wa ba be discipline sankrofo no.
Okay.
Nti oje old police car. You know oyi ne top
uniform.
Ni uniform top no. Na car that's just ordinary dress. Now o you see some old police pick up be. No, the call magazine.
Township.
Township no mo. Amasa, esi we ni wo police station ho. Enti
Ocho
auto horo. Ela, o ka say auto fuel. Most of address in fact, you know even see him. You know say auto fuel. No say, oh. Fuel ni say no say. No say, na you know president what is no. No say, oh, there be and still managers they use
the same
price no. No say manager no also manager no office no say friend moment. To offer the man na manager no masa wona no lay table we ni mo na
be show bia
no lay ho na me say that day no from Mankesib apam Greenup na wo man hint no say me just road no so over it's for na fast
no bia change prices
no
in all no flight left in Nigeria like how would you say he is or yeah discipline another name
pepper
okay
on
tuntum
yes
on
PCC
okay
made it to me no sanu me hu no on PCC currently in fact we've missed a good leader in Ghana and the whole Africa yeah
all right Medasi baby thank you very much big man thanks for coming
Yeah, Charlie, thanks.
what be the name
Amati.
I know say me and you, I know say you old past me. Growing up, what be the one fascinating thing you hear about Flight Lieutenant John Rawlings?
Charlie, this matter. I say, we dey primary school. Them boys they talk say Charlie. Then your man gets coffin for in bed under.
For in house?
No, for the castle there, the Christianburg there.
Okay. As he be president.
As he be president, they say he get some coffin before the bed under. So the time he left the power top, we could go the place, we could go see things.
Things if you know, you know the imagine say
exactly. You go see some big things. So that's why you go build a Flagstaff. So say
the fear catch your man. The fear people they talk about Rawlings a day.
Bro.
So you make Kufo in head bust down.
So Kufo take money go build that thing. So Rawlings Charlie, you know the play.
You know the place. So in all the reason why the Flagstaff house is existing now is because of Rawlings.
Then Rawlings get things for honest. Kufo go is Charlie.
Charlie, thank you very much.
All right, bless.
I'm blessed.